Something that I keep hearing pretty much throughout the past few years from older folks is the fact that life was just better in the 80s and 90s and even the early 2000s as well. So in my case, I'm currently 28 years old, was born in 1998, and I mainly grew up in the 2000s. So born, in the late 90s. I don't, of course, remember anything from the 90s, of course, but I grew up in the 2000s, and so I could at least go off of what I've experienced personally. I could say that life was better in the 2000s, and it seemed more, I guess you could say, optimistic overall. Like the general feeling that everyone had was, fairly optimistic about the future. But nowadays, I think that the average person, at least in the West, is very unhappy overall, right? So people are working more than they've ever been, working 40, 50, 60 hours a week just to barely afford living on their own, let alone supporting an entire family. Getting married is way more expensive than it's ever been. Having kids is way more expensive than it's ever been. And then on top of that, you have healthcare, which is a huge ripoff in the West. And it seems like as time progresses on, the quality of everything is going down. You have shrinkflation. You have the just the quality of like everyday products is going down, and then of course the cost of everything is going up as well. So yeah, all these corporations are demanding a lot more from you in terms of your money, and also as far as working. Corporations are demanding more of you in terms of working, but with less pay. Well, the same, but it's less because when you factor in the cost of living, then your spending power is a lot lower than what it was before. So one thing that I think is very interesting is I see more and more people talking about like, oh, I'm making more money than I've ever been, but I've never felt more poor than I've ever been in my life. And that seems to be like a recurring theme. I've seen this trend where people are showing their their paychecks on video. Like that's like a new trend on like Instagram and TikTok and all that. And yeah, like as far as what they're getting paid for the amount of hours that they're putting in, it just screams poverty, unfortunately, right? So you would think that if you go to work 40 hours a week at a job that, that would be enough for you to have your own place and also get married, have kids, and be able to start a family. But unfortunately, it's not the case. And so the other thing that I keep seeing is couples who do stay together and they decide to get married and have kids. You're in this dynamic where both the man and the woman is working 40 plus hours a week, which gives you less time to spend with your kids. And then you also have to then add in the extra cost of hiring like a babysitter as well. So that's a whole other expense that is there simply because work consumes so much of your time. And yeah, it's just a lot harder to live a comfortable life nowadays than before. So what I want to talk about is the best part about living in the modern world. Now, as a young person, I at times, I will be 100% transparent here, I have at times felt envious of older folks before because I would think that, like, man, you guys experienced, life when it was when it was way better. However, I believe that there is one huge benefit of growing up in this current economy right now. If you are a young American right now and you're trying to live somewhat of that comfortable life, there are way more opportunities than ever before as far as breaking out of the system and, of course, creating your own economy per se, right? So there are many different ways of making money online that you could do. You could start an online business. You could get into freelancing. You can become an online coach, and you could also collect, it's a lot more accessible now to collect assets in terms of, you've got cryptocurrency you can get into, you could stack silver, and there's all these different things you could do right now to, of course, set yourself free from working the 9-to-5 grind. And I believe the best thing that comes with that, with learning a skill that can make you income online, is you have location freedom. So maybe right now you feel like in the West, everything has gone downhill. You feel like the quality of everything has gone down and life seems impossible. It's impossible to get by. Well, I believe that if you are a young person right now, or even if you're an older person and you want to get away from all the noise, you want to live a much more peaceful, a more simple life, then the best thing that you could do right now is, of course, use your free time very wisely outside of work, learn a skill that you could do online so you can make money online. And once you're earning a couple $1,000s a month online at the very least, then you could choose to live wherever you want. And so whether that is either moving to a different city that's near you where the cost of living is cheaper, whether that is living off grid, whether it is living in your car, which I don't know if that's really the best option if you want to raise a family, or if you are a single person right now and you want to start a family someday, then I believe that the best option for you, for most people that are single right now in the US, is of course going to be to move to a country where cost of raising a family is a lot lower. So whether that is moving to South America, Southeast Asia, Europe, then you could find a place that's much more comfortable to live, and you just have a lot more flexibility when you have an online business. So that is really what I wanted to focus on in this video, and why I believe that for me personally, as much as I would like to be in a society where it's much more peaceful, where where we didn't have technology just completely taking over our lives, where we're just attached to our phone 24/7, then I believe that the best caveat to that is the fact that you can use your phone or your laptop to make money. And so this device that you're watching this video on can either be your greatest strength that improves your life, or it could be the thing that keeps you distracted and stuck in the rat race. And so that is really the game that you want to play if you are looking to have a much more comfortable life and just living much more at peace. So the best thing that you could do right now, and I would say that if you are looking for a way to make money online, the best thing that you could do is figure out what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you are knowledgeable in? What is it that you're willing to learn about that people are, of course, willing to pay money for? So what I found online, I've been in the online, make money online space since 2017. I've tried just about every single online business model you could think of, well, most of them at least, and I've done many different things online to make money online. But the number one thing that has worked the best for me is promoting digital products online. That's where you just recommend other companies' products and services. The reason why I lean more towards promoting digital stuff is the fact that you can find a course or a software or an ebook or a coaching program where you can make either high ticket income or residuals. And when you focus on just getting a small handful of customers every single month, then that itself can be enough to set you free. So in my case, I promote a product that pays residual income, and I promote a few other things as well, but that's one of the products that I promote, where every single referral that I get pays me about $100 a month for every single customer on average. And so if you want to learn more about how you could do this and how you could, of course, escape the 9-to-5 rat race, then you could check out the training that I have linked down below, and you could learn more about what I do. Otherwise, let me know what you think of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give us a thumbs up and take care. All the best.